Those moments with the 1980 Phillies highlight film.
The President of the United States? My name is Dallas Green. Well, thank you, Mr. President. I tell you, we're thrilled here in Philadelphia. We waited an awful long time for this moment, and a lot of people said this baseball team couldn't do it, but I think we proved otherwise. I think we proved we're the best in 1980 in America.
It all began in Clearwater, Florida, where some 46 players tuned up under Maestro Dallas Green, the newest man in the Phillies conductor's chair.
It's like the Boston Symphony Orchestra. You have a bunch of fabulous musicians, but if you don't have a maestro to put them all together and let them make their music and make that sound come out right, then the musicians are lost. And I think this year Dallas is the kind of maestro the ball club has been looking for. And I think with his leadership and the ability to take our talents and give it direction, I think we're absolute favorites this year.
Absolute favorites they were not. In fact, most of America's baseball writers picked the team to finish fourth, behind Pittsburgh, Montreal, and St. Louis. The consensus was Dallas Green's aging musicians could no longer hit the high notes. Could Dallas Green stop the Phillies' decline? Or would the preseason death notices hold true? As soon as the first ball was delivered, Philly fans would have their answer.
The stretch by Rogers, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a long drive, deep left field, out of here, home run, the ball.
On opening night, the Phillies were a picture of good health. There was new spirit in the ranks, and Larry Bowa's ever-present determination was evidence of one very important thing. This was not a dying. This was Dallas Green's team, disciplined in fundamentals, sound in execution, and always willing to get down and dirty. Like all Philly teams of recent years, the 1980 club was outstanding in the field. Mike Schmidt and Gary Mattox won Gold Gloves, while everybody made the play. Year in and year out, no team in baseball plays better team defense than the Phillies. Among the surprises of 1980, none was more pleasant than the blossoming of catcher Keith Moreland. Moreland was a 26-year-old rookie who pummeled National League pitching like a seasoned pro. On July 27th, his batting average climbed above the 300 mark. It stayed there the rest of the season. And when the final stats were in, only one player on the club hit for a higher average. That man was 24-year-old rookie Lonnie Smith, Philadelphia's offensive catalyst. In only 100 games, Smith led the club in stolen bases and led the league in hustle. While Smith and Moreland enjoyed fine rookie seasons, second baseman Manny Trio had his best season as a Philly. The same was true for Tug McGraw, whose 87 runs batted in were a career high. But the man whose inspirational presence sustained this club was Peter Edward Rose. At 39 years of age, Rose was the only Philly to play every day, and the years have diminished neither his zest for the game nor his appeal to his admirers. He led the league in doubles, and his 185 hits were a team high. But much deeper than statistics is this one simple observation. In the whole history of Major League Baseball, only a handful of men have played the game with the passion of Pete Rose. And finally, there's the man whose bat has launched more home runs in the past 7 years than any other active player. He is today the premier power hitter in Major League Baseball, 1980's most valuable player. His 48 home runs established a new Major League single-season record for third baseman and earned him his 4th home run title in 7 years. Michael Jack Schmidt, Philadelphia's Sultan of Swat.
Come on, lefty, strike him out!
Pitcher Steve Carlton, Philadelphia's King of the Hill. Carlton throws the best slider in baseball. A pitch that batters expect at the belt buckle, but which falls off sharply to their shoe tops. It's a pitch that's made many a major leaguer look rather foolish. In 1980, Steve Carlton became the all-time strikeout leader among left-handed pitchers. Just another souvenir in the case. At age 35, Carlton started more games, pitched more innings, struck out more batters, and won more decisions than any pitcher in the National League. Not surprisingly, he also collected his third Cy Young Award. The right-handed half of the league's best 1-2 starting combination was Dick Ruthven. When sore arms and injuries depleted the starting rotation, the Phillies reached into their farm system and pulled out a plum in 11-game winner Bob Walker. Later in the year, 6'5" Marty Bystrom arrived from Oklahoma City, eager to contribute. And contribute he did, starting 5 games, winning all 5, and earning acclaim as the National League Pitcher of the Month in September. The good news from the starting front was bad news for the men in the Philly bullpen. For out here, where the game is no more than a distant vision, the longer the starters last, the less the bullpen has to do. For bullpen boredom, there's only one known cure.
Yeah. Clarence.
When duty calls, relief pitchers become baseball's lone rangers, coming to the rescue of thousands with a trick pitch and a hearty hi-yo silver. On the field, a relief pitcher's problems are many. First off, there are those who wonder if he can do the job at all. At the mound, his instructions are simple. Bail us out, or it's back to the bush leagues. Throughout the 1980 season, the men with the gunfighter eyes did the job, arriving in the heat of battle and dousing the fire. And by mid-season, real help was on the way. On July 17th, after a 3-week bout with tendonitis, Tug McGraw returned to the Phillies. He allowed just 3 earned runs the rest of the season, due mostly to his famous screwball, a wrong-way curve that murders right-handed batters. Nobody turns on the vet quite like the Tugger. Of course, every night at Veterans Stadium is an enlightening experience.
Oh, pal! Yo! Get that whistle out of here, would you, man?
For the kids, a night at the vet could mean a free back-to-school gift from Tasty Cake. For the Phils, it could mean a visit from umpire Dutch Renner.
I know it was low. Might have been away.
At least one umpire is always welcome.
Hi, sweetheart. I miss you. Get the Hey, we're on TV and radio now. My wife's there. Don't do that.
Eric Gregg, the Fanatic's favorite.
Hey, Gigi, let's go. Right here. Come on, let's go. Come on now. Come on, Mark. Hit a gapper for us. Come on, get us started. Hey, Banks. Hey, let's go. Come on, base hitting.
Of course, not even Eric Gregg can make the Phillies swing the bats.
We still only got one hit, man. Let's go.
So when things are a little slow, that's when Paul Richardson takes over at the stadium keyboard. Nobody in town knows more about the psyche of Philadelphia baseball fans.
It's the ethnic things that they can clap their hands to. That seems to get the best response. But the situation isn't right. You got a tie ball game. It's 2-10 yet.
Hey, good inning, Bobby. Come on, let's go. Come on, Bobby.
Boone hitting .228. 9 homers. He has knocked in 51 runs.
Nothing. They're not with it yet.
Boone, despite a batting average some 60 points lower than last year, will probably get more RBIs this year. Line drive left field. Lacy drops it. Lacy lost it to light. Maddox scores. Boone to second base, and it's a 2-2 ball game.
On this particular night in September, Bobby Wine gave the sign, and Philly fundamentals buried the Bucks.
Pitch on the way to Boone. He drops the bunt. It's fielded by the pitcher. Throw to the plate. Throw is wild. Phillies win the game. A heap at the plate as Maddox comes sliding into Watt.
For the Pittsburgh Pirates, the season was over. For the Philly faithful, it was just getting interesting.
Here's Palmer's pitch to it. Swing and a long drive.
No, no. Get up there, ball.
Out of here. Oh, game's over. Phillies win 2-1. Nate McBride a home run. Phillies win it 2-1. Lead the East by a game and a half. Nate McBride bombed at home plate by his teammate.
With a week to play, the Phillies were on top. But by Sunday evening, the Philadelphia Playoff Express had been derailed, and the 1980 Phillies were being haunted by ghosts of September's past. Were Philly fans about to be disappointed?
The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball base hit. Phillies win it 6-5. Trio delivers with
A stirring 15-inning win led to a 4-game sweep for the Cubs. And by week's end, the Phillies needed just one more win to clinch the National League Eastern Division title.
The pitch to Schmidt. Long drive to left field. He buried it. He buried it way back. Out of here. Home run. Mike Schmidt puts the Phillies up 6-4. Oh, what a drive by Schmidt. Unbelievable. He hit that thing deep to the seats in left field. And the Phillies greet Schmidt at the plate. Mike clasps his hands. He shakes hands with all of his teammates. What a wild scene in Montreal.
The Philadelphia Phillies, National League Eastern Division champions. Game 1 of the League Championship Series was like opening night revisited, right down to the particulars.
3-2 pitch. Swing and a long drive. There she goes. Way out of here. Home run. Greg Luzinski. Right away, baby. That's it. There it is.
Philadelphia's one-game lead was quickly erased. The Astros took Game 2 in extra innings, sending the series to the Houston Astrodome, a place where the Phillies were anything but welcome. Ahead lay 3 of the most action-packed days in League Championship history. In Game 3, both teams had scoring opportunities, but each time Larry Christensen was in a jam, his defense bailed him out. The scoreless tie took its toll as Houston lost Cesar Cedeno. But in the 10th inning, Philadelphia lost the game. The Phillies were just one game from extinction. And the umpiring in Game 4 didn't make things any easier.
One hopper to the pitcher. He throws to first. Maddox is out at first. Everybody else is safe. Wait a minute. What time he really? Wait a minute. A triple play? No way. They're ruling a triple play. They're ruling the ball was caught on the fly and it was not.
For the 3rd straight day, the game reached extra innings. Then in the 10th, the Bull bounced one off the wall, and Pete Rose headed for a game-winning rendezvous with Astro catcher Bruce Bochy. In the decisive 5th game, Philadelphia once again received last rites. But versatile Greg Gross laid down a perfect 8th inning bunt to load the bases. Time now for the series MVP to nail down the award.
Line drive left field, base hit! Here comes Avalos to score! That ball's in the corner! Here comes Hunter for the plate! He's gonna score! He goes into third, and he trios to third with a 2-run triple! Phillies lead the game 7-5!
When Houston had the audacity to tie the score, Gary Maddox's big clutch hit nailed down the win.
Up by Ruthven. The 3-2 pitch. Here's a punch shot to center field. Maddox racing over. He catches the ball. Phillies win the pennant. The Phillies have won the pennant. The Phillies win the ball game 8-7. They go to the World Series for the first time in 30 years.
Batting third is .390 batting average, with the highest in the major leagues for the past 13
intensity to bring out the character in all these teams. You look at all the World Series winners. The Oakland A's had a lot of scuffling, but they won it. The Yankees, a lot of scuffling, but they won it. Kansas City likes each other too much. They're going to lose.
Trailing 4-0 in the third, a rejuvenated Bob Boone drove in the first of 5 Philly runs, turning the base paths into a pinstripe carousel. Philadelphia's 5-run rally sent the Royals down to defeat. And in Game 2, a 4-run 8th inning gave the Phillies yet another come-from-behind win. Just when the Phillies appeared invincible, the scene shifted to Kansas City, where the Royals evened the series. In the all-important 5th game, Kansas City took a 1-run lead into the 9th and sent out their bullpen ace to protect it. The Phillies sent out pinch hitter extraordinaire, Del Unser.
Here's the pitch to Unser. Swing and a smash past Akins and down the right field line. Mike Schmidt is heading for third base, being waved around third. Here is the relay throw to the plate, and Schmidt is safe at home plate.
Unser eventually scored the game-winning run, and the Phillies returned home just 1 win away from their first ever world championship. But by now, it was a bygone conclusion.
Here's the pitch to Schmidt. Swing and a line drive hit right center field. Boone scores. Here's Ronnie Smith being waved around. He scores, and the Phillies lead it 2-0. Swing and a high pop foul near the Phillies dugout. Boone drops the ball. Rose grabs it. What an incredible play. And there's 2 outs here in the ninth.
After 97 years of waiting, Philly fans were 1 pitch away from celebrating a world title. The celebration poured out into the city as
back at Veterans Stadium, where this game is going to be resumed here in the 3rd inning, with Montreal leading by a score of 5-1. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Vance Law. Joe Cowley has completed his warm-up toss.
That does it for today's adventure. If you're new here, please subscribe. Take it 1 step further and ring that notification bell. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a big old like and a thumbs up. It lets me know you care. I'll see you in the next video. Right on.